You know, every time I try to make a positive video about Mortal Kombat, some bullshit happens. I just made a video talking about stuff I was looking forward to, and just making like a tier list of characters I would love to see in Combat Pack 3. And as I'm going to work, I get the notification that Combat Pack 3 has been canceled. Alright. Well, let's talk about this, guys. So, if you haven't heard by now, Mortal Kombat, well, one of the main leakers, Fate Unknown. If you guys know, obviously you guys should know about him. If you watch those leak content, basically, this dude has been like right about 95 to 100% of the time. Everything, characters, the way that they were gonna present stuff at like the cons, and just everything in general. So, there was an article that came out yesterday from Insider Gaming, basically speaking on the fact that Combat Pack 3 was canceled. And guys, mind you, take this all with a grain of salt, because we're not sure if it's true yet until Ed Boon or the people that represent NRS or Warner Brothers comes out and says it. You gotta take it with a grain of salt because it's all just rumors and stuff. But for I think it's credible just because it's from Fate Unknown. Like, if it was a fool, it's from a different leaker, then, maybe I would be a little bit less skeptical about it, but I'm gonna keep it a stack. Mortal Kombat 1 has had such a weird life cycle, bro. Like, from the beginning, like, we could talk about, when the game was first coming out, and there was a lot of features missing, like the Wi-Fi filter was missing, the crossplay was missing, rooms is missing and still is missing. The connection issues, like other countries not being able to play the game. I think Africa, or there was like one other place that I heard that they couldn't play the game for a while. I don't know if they ever got that fixed. Like, there's so many features that's missing from the game. We can even talk about the fact that Quan Chi and Ermac was supposed to be base players in this game and were relegated to the DLC role because for some reason they didn't have the time to finish them or something like that. Like, there's mad things that have been wrong with the game. And this week, let's start off with the story, right? The story in itself, the MP1 story was bad. Like, it started off good. Like, they had a good story they were building with the regular characters. And then, for some particular reason, they decided to go full gods in this game. Where, like, the whole story just kind of seemed like it was revolving around the mortals. And then, towards probably towards the ending of the game, they started reintroducing Titan Shang Tsung. I'm gonna be honest, that didn't even need to be done. Like, they could have kept the story going with Shang Tsung and Quan Chi and Shao Kahn just being the bad guys, and like they had a good role for them, and then they just kind of shoved them to the side in favor of Titan Shang Tsung, which in my opinion was the wrong move. I think Titan Shang Tsung didn't need to be in the base game. Like, if anything, this could have been relegated to like a DLC, a story DLC, and I think that would have been fine. And like, I think that this Shang Tsung story part probably would have been decent enough for people to want to like spend money on. Let's talk about the whole spending money thing. Mortal Kombat 1 has such a huge problem with this in the beginning, and then even like now, it's just like it's damn near predatory. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like from the get-go, because if we look back at old Mortal Kombat games, the price tags for skins was $6 for three or four. And in this game, when it first came out, they were charging 1,000 crystals per skin, and some of these skins that weren't worth it, in my opinion. They lack creativity. Like, most of these skins that they put into the game are from previous Mortal Kombat games. So some of the skins that actually were kind of cool, which I thought was like the Earthrealm skins for Reptile, Mileena, Katana. I thought that was an interesting kind of thing, even though it was like kind of very casual. And then you had the Christmas skins for the Katana and Shao Kahn. The Krampus skin was fire, and I liked the kind of elves kind of look. And I think didn't they have a Reptile one too? I think there was 3, but I don't remember. I think there was 3 skins. So they had like, it's just a bunch of stuff happening with microtransactions, the fatalities being $15 initially for each one, and then changing it to be a bundle. The fact wasn't the fatalities should never have been charged for in the first place. Fatalities have always been free, and they should always be free. It's a fatality. Like, people will use it for a little bit and then get tired of it and stop using it. In my opinion, it's a waste of money for anybody who spent money on that. Then okay, what else? What other aspect? They got rid of the crypt, and then in favor of invasions mode, and then invasion mode ended up being a dud. Invasion mode is mad boring. It's the same thing every season, the same kind of boring gameplay every season. And the problem with, I think the biggest problem with invasions is the lack of good quality content from it. Because I think in itself, it's not a bad idea to have. You could take what you've got from invasions and add that to the crypt. You could have just added new stuff into the crypt and like a mini game or two here in the crypt. You could have done that. Like, I don't really understand the whole getting rid of the crypt thing. It's weird to me. I think the crypt is such a good game mode in itself for what it is. I don't think invasion is needed to be a thing. Like, what I think they were trying to do was kind of like catch that flame from what they did in Deception, where they had the the chess combat, where they had an Armageddon, where they had the racing combat and all those other combat systems. I think they were trying to rekindle that, and it just didn't work out that way. Personally, I think if they would have brought back one of the game modes that people wanted, like Conquest, that probably would have been the better option. Then that's another thing. Like, Mortal Kombat 1 lacked any type of like PvE type content, like outside of towers and invasions. There was no PvE content. And then like recently they've added the living towers. Like recently, like this is like within the last 2 months, they just added this. Like, they're adding features now, but like these are features that if they were on launch, they probably would have had a better reception for Mortal Kombat 1. The problem with Mortal Kombat 1 is the lack of content for a $70 to $115 game. I'm gonna be honest, like, I bought the premium edition. Obviously, I'm a content creator. I wanted to make sure I have everything. I bought the Chaos Reigns DLC, but if I'm keeping it a stack, I think, what was it, $50 something for the DLC was mad expensive. I don't think it was worth it, in my opinion. Especially when, I don't really care particularly enough about the Chaos Reigns characters. The DLC characters, the guest characters. Like, I'm cool on the guest characters. Like, Shanks, not Shanks, Ghostface is kind of cool to look at. I like the idea of Ghostface. But like I said, when I initially thought, I think he's a little late for the game. I think he would have been super great in MKX. I think he would have fit so perfectly in MKX. But the fact that like the guest characters in this game have no real, like, I don't know, like, what they're thinking. They're just kind of, it just seemed like the three characters that they put in were kind of like a mesh of different types of guest characters they've done in the past. Like, cause like, okay, Ghostface is a killer, so he would have probably belonged in MKX. Then you had Conan the Barbarian and what's his name? And Terminator. Like, Terminator, they just did a Terminator last game, so it made no sense for them to do another one. And then Conan feels like he belongs in MK11 because of the action star from the 70s. And I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like, a lot of players nowadays aren't, maybe they're not from that. Like, I'm freaking 30. I wasn't around in the 70s or the 80s or 90s, like early 90s. I was a kid, bro. So like, a lot of these like guest characters that are like from that time period, it doesn't really make sense, especially when it's a new age type of fans. Or like, they don't really know who these actors are and these characters are unless like they have parents that showed them and stuff like that. So there's a lot about Mortal Kombat 1 that's really has been hit or miss from the beginning. Like, the cameo system was a fail. As much as I try to accept the cameo system in general, I think that people always fought against it because MK1 was never an assist fighter. So trying to implement a system from a different game like that it's like a core feature. Like, if it's like a small feature, whatever, it's fine. But you're literally changing the entire combat to try and fit a cameo. We have characters that are over reliant on cameos in order to be effective. Like, and then certain characters like Johnny Cage that doesn't have any weaknesses, and you can't get around it because the cameo that they're using is making it impossible to get around. Like, for example, you can look at the fight scene, right? The professional scene, esports. Like, if you look at the top tournament, like, it was mainly for a bit. It was only Johnny Cage and Peacekeeper. those were the characters everybody used in it. It was freaking boring to look at. Like, that's the problem with Mortal Kombat 1, in my opinion, the diversity in the pro scene. Like, the characters aren't strong. I feel like the characters in itself aren't strong enough to compete with other characters. Like, you had Sub-Zero constantly, and I'm not even like one of these people that say buff Sub-Zero, buff Smoke type people, but like Sub-Zero needed help. Like, they nerfed him into the ground once the game came out, and they really didn't do anything until recently, where they added some cool features, some cool new skills that he can use to kind of like, you know, do things like where he can the clones, instead of freezing all of them, he just freezes one at a time. You can bounce them off the clones, which is kind of a cool feature. But this is the initial problem, was that it just felt like the purpose. They kind of didn't know what they were doing the entire period of Mortal Kombat 1's life cycle. Like, I feel like that Warner Brothers called that announced Mortal Kombat 1 kind of like was a detriment to Mortal Kombat 1's success, because then it's like, okay, oh shit, they're gonna rush the game out. And mind you, they're working on Injustice 3, and then they changed the system to fit Mortal Kombat 1, because they're like, okay, Injustice, they need to make money now. Okay, so cool. So they switched over to Mortal Kombat 1 to make that, but then, like, in my opinion, that kind of tainted what Mortal Kombat's legacy is, this game in itself, because it's such a bad game, bro. Like, I as much as I love the gameplay and everything, it's just the whole year. What was it? We're going on 2 years. The whole, like, what was it? Year? No, not 2 years. Like a year and a half right now, right? Am I bugging? No. Yeah, no, not a year and a half. It's like what? September, October, November, December. About a year and 3 months. Almost a year and 3 months, and like they're already talking about canceling the season 3. We're only a year and a few months into the life cycle of Mortal Kombat 1. Do you guys understand how crazy that is? They didn't, like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like Mortal Kombat 11 had a longer life cycle. Like, wasn't it like, I felt like it was like, going almost 3 years, right? Am I bugging? I could be bugging, but I think it was almost 3 years. But there's this is honestly, this is disappointing, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's like, man, disappointing. There's so much stuff I want to talk about. I could talk about, like, even like the overall lore of Mortal Kombat 1 is just buns, bro. Like, relegating Kitana to being a secondary character when she's always been the Princess of Edenia, and that kind of rule. And then Melina, and then, like, let's talk about the bad guys. All the bad guys that were in previous games: Reptile, Melina, what you call it? Who else I'm thinking of? Who else? Melina, Reptile, Baraka. Somebody else that was evil. I can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Okay, let's talk about those. All good guys. Why? Why are all three of them good guys? There's been nothing but shifts from the evil to good guys. And then you have Nitara switching from a neutral stance all the way to the bad guy side, which makes no sense. Then you have Li Mei, who back in every timeline before this one, she was always young. She was younger. She was always young with like, she was the town kid in the first timeline. The second timeline, she's the rebel leader, and this timeline, she's mad old. Like, she's damn near Sindel's age. Like, they're friends. Like, she was around when Jared was around, which makes no sense because Li Mei wasn't around, I don't think, at that time. Previous games, it's hard to tell. Like, they never really said her age, but she always came across as a younger girl. Like, she was a town girl. So that was another change. I think the changes of alliances and everything beside Mortal Kombat 1 was kind of detrimental to the game, bro. And I think it's for perfect example, Scorpion. Scorpion is a perfect example, especially with this being a season 1 thing. Scorpion didn't make any sense, right? Because, okay, so in Smoke's ending, they showed Hanzo as a kid, but it makes no sense why he's a child. It makes zero sense why he's a child, because how, by making him a kid, how can you change someone's age? Like, I mean, I guess with the time stuff, maybe they can mold it so his birth was later on. I guess, I don't fucking know, bro. But at the end of the day, like, you had Hanzo Hasashi from a different timeline as your Titan. Like, that he was a Titan from a different timeline than Hanzo Hasashi. Like, so you got this dude, this time Hanzo Hasashi that's old, and the other Hanzo is like a teenager or a kid or whatever the fuck it is. You took away everything that made Scorpion a loving, a dope character. And I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't like Kuai Liang as Scorpion. I've never liked him as Scorpion, and I'm gonna keep it honest. I think it was the worst decision they made in terms of this game. Because think about it, what made Scorpion Scorpion? Scorpion's whole story is what made Scorpion such a dope character. Like the fact that his family, and his clan was killed, and in order to get that revenge, he wanted to, get revenge back on Lin Kuei and just take revenge for his family and clan. Like that they were robbed from him, and you understood why he was angry. You understood why he did the things that he did, because he was just so obsessed with getting the revenge for the deaths of his family and clan. And it explained that why he got his fire and everything like that, because he's a hellspawn from the Nether Realm after being killed in Earth Realm. And then we take a look at Kuai Liang. Kuai Liang's whole Scorpion makes no fucking sense to me. It's never made sense to me. I'm gonna keep it a stack. It's never made any type of sense to me, because if you really think about it, why does Kuai Liang have fire? It makes zero fucking sense. It makes zero sense. Like, I'm gonna keep it a stack. Kuai Liang's family are cryomancers. How the fuck can they explain that he has a fire ability? There's no one in his family, from what we know, that have a pyros. It don't make sense for him to have that ability. The whole ability of fire was mainly seen as like the Netherrealm ability, the Hellfire. The Hellfire is basically a Netherrealm ability that you get from being a Hellspawn. So it made zero fucking sense that he was able to have this ability. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of threw it on him and was like, hey, let's just change him, Kuai Liang, to be Scorpion, and take everything about that people loved about Scorpion and give it away to Kuai Liang, and except for like take away his backstory, take away all the shit that made him cool, and just give him a bullshit ass personality with like someone that's like, he's like kind of happy-go-lucky, more serious, honorable, like. What more can I say about that? Like, that was like the biggest smack in the face for me. I was so pissed off when I saw that. I've never been able to get over it. I've tried to use Scorpion, it's just not the same, And I think that's kind of why, like, most of my builds, like, for characters and like the way I play is all Scorpion based, because like Hanzo is like one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character. Like, honestly, like, I got a whole Hanzo Hasashi tattoo from MKX on my arm. So like, you guys, I'm still pissed off at that. I'll never get over that. And then, like, let's talk about relationships in this game. Like, the whole, Luke Cage slipping up multiple times with Kenshi and Johnny Cage, but then he has nothing towards Katana. Like, it's just like they're nothing for each other. Even if she's not the Katana he knows, there should be something there. Like, the lack of relationship is crazy. And it's even more evident when you see towards the ending, where Katana and him are working together, and you see all that and all his emotions and stuff come back. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. The whole MK1 is just lore in general, and I know a lot of people don't care about the lore in general. They just care about the gameplay, and that's fine. This part isn't for you guys. It's just, this is the part where I talk about that, where it's just the lore in general is just so fucked, bro. It's such a shit job. It's a shit show in general. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think NetherRealm needs to hire some more writers to help with the story, because I think the story is fucking sucking. Like, it's just sucked this entire game. The entire story has just sucked, bro. From the MK1 original story into the Chaos Reign story. Granted, there are some things that I think I find it redeemable, like Tanya speaking to Orin. What else? The cool scene with Rain sacrificing himself, like the whole Hunger Game, not even the Hunger Games, but like the tournament where they're trying to escape from the labyrinths. I feel like that screamed Mortal Kombat, what Mortal Kombat should be, and I just think if they did it the right way, people would have been more satisfied. And like the gender swapping of Cyrax's sector was probably a big deal, more of a big deal than they initially thought. Also, the new Cybot being turned with chaos and somehow overpowering Kami Dogu infused Havoc. Like, there's so many things that's wrong with this freaking game. And I think the most part for me, and I think a lot of fans, is that I think the wokeness in Mortal Kombat 1 needs to go away. I think it needs to go away. The wokeness, the lack of sex appeal inside the game, and people can say, "Oh, it's about fighting games. It's about, you wouldn't wear that if you were fighting." Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Who cares what you would wear? It's a fucking video game, bro. Like this, like, okay, I hate that fucking answer. That answer pisses me the fuck off, bro. Because look at games like Street Fighter 6, right? These fucking people made a banger of a fucking game, right? And they're showing skin, their body physics, and everything like that. Like, bro, people, you have to understand what keeps somebody interested in a video game. People want to see sexy girls. People want to see buff dudes and like fucking cool moves and shit like that. People want to see that. So when you take out a core aspect of Mortal Kombat, right? Mortal Kombat has always been about that. All the female ninjas from Mortal Kombat 2, they had these cool ninja costumes. They didn't cover themselves. Mortal Kombat Deception, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, dope fucking skins, bro. Freaking Li Mei has some of the coolest skins out there. Katana has some of the coolest skins out there. And like, yeah, bro, sex appeal matters, bro. Sex appeal matters in video games. Like, if you don't understand that, then you should not be working, bro. If you can't understand such a simple aspect, bro, of what brings people to your fucking video game, you should not be creating it. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, if I make it, I don't want to look at an ugly character, bro. Like, I'm playing a video game to escape reality. Why the fuck would I play a ugly game? Ugly characters, like ugly game. Like, bro, come on now, come on now. Like that type of shit has been irritating me since Mortal Kombat X, bro, where they started covering all the characters up, which I thought was the dumbest fucking move, because the stupid people want to outcry about, oh, Mortal Kombat characters are too sexy or whatever the fuck it is. Like, bro, that's just dumb to me. That's like the dumbest thing you can really fucking do in terms of just like character stuff. And like, I've thought multiple times about making a video about this, and I might end up doing that now with this being canceled, because I think this is a big element that they're fucking missing, bro. Like, they've missed the combos from Mortal Kombat 11. They got that in this game, albeit cameos, which they didn't even need the cameos. Realistically, they could have done it with the characters and given the characters themselves. Like, they made so many mistakes with this game. They've made so many mistakes with this game, and just the last like couple installments of Mortal Kombat. Like, Mortal Kombat 11 was probably the most solid game they've had since Mortal Kombat 9. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Mortal Kombat 11, for the most part, was really good outside the combat. The kind of the crushing blows, the freaking rolling out, the freaking the jumping out of combos, mid combo in the air, like all these mechanics. I think the gameplay overall for me just wasn't good. But if we go to the fighting system, if we go to the rest of the game, it's cool. If they would have had a better fighting system, Mortal Kombat 11 probably goes down as the best Mortal Kombat ever made, even over Mortal Kombat 9 in my opinion. And I loved Mortal Kombat 9. Mortal Kombat 9 was like one of my favorite games, but MK11 just did everything right. They did the gameplay, the story mode, they did the PvE right, the way the characters looks great. MK1's graphics, I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like, I preferred the old Mortal Kombat 11 graphics. I thought they were better. They were better to look at, and the characters were like really pretty. Like Katana's face in MK11 so much better than Mortal Kombat 1's. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care too much for the Katana look one. I think Melina looks a lot better than Katana in this game, in my opinion. You're free to agree or disagree with that opinion, but yeah, like, going back to the whole like character skins, like the covering up of female characters was probably one of the worst things they did for Mortal Kombat. I think people underestimated how much people actually liked that type of shit. So I need them to get their head out their ass. I need them to take a look at this game and realize how fucked how fucked up this game has gone because of the stuff like they did. Like, this is crazy to me, bro. Like, how can you guys not realize what the fans want? Like, the problem with these developers, and this isn't just Mortal Kombat specific, right? So Mortal Kombat and other developers, they just hear inside the building, and they like, it's like a 90 to 10%. Like, they hear what the fans are saying, like, okay, let's just do this so they're not mad. But what they don't realize is the fact that y'all charging $70 to $115 for this fucking game that wasn't complete, that were missing mad features, and now you're canceling it a year and a few months into its life cycle. Like, are we like, what the fuck, bro? Like, on some real shit, like, this is a BS, bro. Like, a year and a few months, not even a year and a half, guys, a year and a few months, you cancel this. Okay. Like, bro, this is such a bad look. The developers need to realize that you are making games for the consumers, for your customers. If your customers are saying this is not what the fuck they want, you need to listen. Listen to your customers, bro. I guarantee you, a lot of people that left Mortal Kombat went to Tekken, went to Street Fighter, because you guys aren't listening to what the fans want. We want to see what we want. We're the paying customers, bro. Like, honestly, you guys need to pay more attention to what the fuck we're saying, bro. If you don't like what you're hearing, that's fine. Go work on a different game. Because at the end of the day, you're creating Mortal Kombat, and the fans of Mortal Kombat have been Mortal Kombat fans for 30 years. And then they have a bunch of new people, but like the majority of the fan base is probably around 30 years old or higher. So if the fans tell you, hey, we want more sexy skins, we want to see the body types that make sense, like we want to see this and that, and you're not listening, like you can't blame for people not buying your game. You can't blame the customer for not buying your story DLC because your story DLC fucking sucks. Like, you're adding characters people didn't want. No one asked for another Terminator. Nobody asked for Conan the Barbarian. It just seems like you guys just threw a bunch of characters on. And, like, I'm sorry, this video has gone to shitting on NetherRealm. And I don't like to do it because I love Ed Boon. I love Mortal Kombat. And I respect the team. But at the same time, like, this is bullshit, bro. A year and a few months into their life cycle, and they're already canceling the game. And like I said, this is all rumors, and I'm going into this thinking it's going to be canceled because it's Fate Unknown that tweeted this shit. So yeah, I'm pissed, bro. Like I gotta lie, I was dumb bad yesterday. Like I had made a bunch of videos. Like I recorded this video, like this is like the 5th time I recorded this video because of how heated I'm getting talking about this game, because I'm so pissed off with everything that's going on with Mortal Kombat. And I think NetherRealm needs to take a step back, reevaluate their team, and get rid of some people who aren't doing their job, who are responsible for this mess of a game. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Mortal Kombat needs to get back on the right path. Like, they need to get back into combos, get back into having great stories, get back into creating beautiful and awesome looking characters, like having meaningful backgrounds. And what I want them to do is I want them to make this game all just be a dream Liu Kang had or Raiden had. Who cares? And make it so they're back at the first Mortal Kombat tournament. Reboot this shit again, bro. As much as I hate saying that, reboot this motherfucking game again. Make it back to where Raiden's the other guy, and just make him not corrupt. What is so fucking hard about that? Make him not corrupt. Make him not have to fight Liu Kang. Make it a good freaking game, bro. Bro, I feel like making a good story for Mortal Kombat isn't that difficult, bro. Like, it's really not. Like, you got these old heads that are specifically mainly making these stories, changing lore of older fucking games to fit a narrative. Like the whole shit the other day when we reacted to that Dominic video when he was talking about Shao Kahn not being a god anymore. Like, bro, first of all, the first time he's a god, and this time he just had a long life. He's basically an Edenian. He just has a really long life, and that's why he's so strong. Stupid ass reason. Stupid. That's just stupid. It makes no sense why that was even in Mortal Kombat. And like, yeah, I'm gonna roast it because I'm really pissed off with Dominic's like stories that he's been pushing out, because the stories have been shit, bro. They've been shit. The character backstories have been shit. Like, changing Takeda Takahashi to be the cousin of Kenshi instead of his son is fucking dumb. Like, bro, like bro, I'm a spaz, bro. I'm a spaz if I keep talking about this fucking game, bro. Like, I love Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, like, fucking all my tattoos are Mortal Kombat. Like, I've loved Mortal Kombat since I was a kid. Like, I was born in the 90s. I was born in 1990. Like, I grew up playing Mortal Kombat. I just hate the fact that where we're at with the fucking game, bro. And I hate that Ed Boon hasn't, like, yo, reevaluate your storyboards. Reevaluate. Yeah, motherfuckers need to take a step back and reevaluate everything about your fucking game, bro. And start listening to the fucking fans. Listen to what your customers want. How do you expect to sell your games long term and all that stuff if you're not paying attention to what we want? Like, I don't even care if this shit gets me blackballed from ever doing that shit, from ever going to see them. I need them to listen to what I'm saying and what other people are saying, and why people are upset about this, and why people have not been paying for your Chaos Reigns DLC, because the Aftermath DLC was so good. The Aftermath DLC was so good, bro, compared to like what we got with Chaos Reigns. So I don't know, dude. Like, the whole timeline stuff needs to go. I wanted this game to conclude with getting rid of the timeline stuff. So I was hoping with this next DLC, especially because they were talking about Katana having this new ability, like, it would have made sense if she had this new ability and what you call it, she would have used it to something would have happened inside the story DLC to cancel out all this timeline bullshit, and we could have gone to the next game away from that. So now you're ending the story on a bad note, in my opinion, because now you have this story that's still in the timeline BS. Unless you do something like where Liu Kang wakes up from this as a dream, and like this is just like a nightmare or some shit like that, when he's about to fight Kronika. You can even do it like that, like have it be like the final fight of MK11, and like he's fighting Kronika or Shanks and whatever, and like he just got into like he was like mesmerized or whatever it is in the game, and he wakes up and he's like still in the final fight. Well, he's about to fight Kronika, and he's with Kitana and what you call it, Kung Lao. Make it so that they're at the fight earlier, so that they can't reset the timeline. But you know what's crazy about that situation too? Because Liu Kang was able to send Shang Tsung and Nightwolf and Fujin back in time. And then he said he didn't go back in time, which makes no sense, bro. He could have gone back to earlier part of the timeline and defeated Kronika, and then kept everything safe. Like, they could have just done that. Like, why didn't they do that instead of just this whole reset of the timeline? Like, bro, how many times have they rebooted Mortal Kombat since NRS has taken over of the series? Mortal Kombat 9 reboot, that's just fine. Mortal Kombat 11 reboot, okay. They reboot because they brought back other characters too, so it changed the timeline. And then now Mortal Kombat 1, again, another fucking reboot because of the new era shit. Like, dude, how many times do we have to reboot this damn game before they realize that they don't need to reboot the game? They just need to expand on the things that they have in the game. Like, bro, you have like 7 realms you could have explored. Edenia, you could have explored Outworld, Chaos Realm. You could have explored Order Realm. You could have explored another realm more, like the Vaeternus. Like, there's so many realms you have that you can just bring new characters and new villains and old characters back. You didn't need to reset the timeline. There was never a need to reset it because just focus too much on Outworld and Earthrealm. Like, bring other realms into it. Like, that's what's cool about Deception. You were able to go to different realms and meet different types of people from different like cultures in the game. Like, and I know this game is just ranting about everything that I think NRS is doing wrong right now, but at the same time, it's like, bro, I think this needs to be said. Like, this is bullshit, bro. This is BS that the game is ending after a year. After a year and 3 months. Like, this is crazy. We were promised that it was going to be a longer life cycle, but because they put out a bad product in the Chaos Reigns, like, people didn't buy it. And now because no one bought that story DLC, they're canceling the rest of Mortal Kombat 1's Combat Pack 3, which I think is BS. I think they should still come out with characters, personally, but I don't think they will. If they're canceling the story, I think they're gonna cancel everything else. I think they're gonna roll out the rest of the characters from this DLC pack and then probably add a few cameos, and that's probably gonna be it. They're probably gonna roll out the invasions the same way that they normally have. Maybe they'll add a feature or two here and there in the game. But overall, I think for the majority of this I think Mortal Kombat 1 is probably done. It's upsetting, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like, this whole situation is really fucking upsetting because I really wanted Mortal Kombat 1 to go longer. I wanted to conclude the story in a way that like gave you hope for the future of Mortal Kombat, and right now it's not looking that way. Like, honestly, I think Warner Brothers should sell Mortal Kombat and someone else should get it so we can get back on the right track. I don't think Warner Brothers has a clear idea of what Mortal Kombat should be, and I think, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like I said, this video is like not scripted. This is all just off the top of my head. That's stuff that's pissed me off about this game. And I'm sure there'll be some things that I'm forgetting that I'll think about it after I'm editing and want to talk about. But I'm so upset that this game is ending. Like, a year and 3 months in. Like, this next game, like I said, the realm needs to take a step back and just take a look at everything they did wrong with Mortal Kombat 1. And look at what the customers are saying. Look at what everyone is saying about the game and what they don't like. Like, please fix this shit. Like, I'm not giving you any more chances. NetherRealm, like, take your time. Do not rush this game. This next Mortal Kombat game that you have cooking. Get the features in that people like. Make sure you have all your features in order before you release your game. Make sure that crossplay is working perfectly. Make sure that you have the Wi-Fi filters working properly. Make sure the connection is working properly. Make sure we have fucking rooms. Make sure we have all that stuff. Please just take your step back and watch it. Like I said, Ed Boon. I love Ed Boon. I love Mortal Kombat. But like I think sometimes you gotta give tough love to the things you do love, because you can't just sit there and show for the game when they made a fucking bad move here. This is a really bad move. This is a bad mistake with this game. And granted, like I think for the majority of Mortal Kombat, every game's been pretty good. I think this one, I love the gameplay of it, like the combo system. I love that came back. I just wish that they did a lot more with the actual PvE aspect, because people underestimate how much the PvE aspect of Mortal Kombat actually does for casual audience. So keeping player retention is a thing, and like this game just doesn't do a good job of that. But yeah, anyways, like if I remember anything else, I'll probably put it in while I'm editing this. But let me know you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. How do you guys feel about the cancellation of Kombat Pack 3 and like basically the conclusion of Mortal Kombat 1's life cycle? That's gonna do it for me here. I'll probably be live on my Twitch page and like probably like at 12 o'clock. So if you guys want to hang out and talk, you guys can come over there and we'll talk about it. I thought about streaming it here on YouTube and talking about this with you guys. Maybe we will do that at some point this week. I'm off on Thursday, so maybe we'll do like a live stream and we'll talk about some more. We'll talk some Mortal Kombat, and then I'll go over the story, kind of like some of the fan story that I'm working on, and give you guys an update on that. I'm like auditioning people for the story right now. I've got my Liu Kang. I mean, I've got my Raiden and I've got my Shang Tsung and Chronica for the first part. I'm just still auditioning people for Shang Tsung. I mean, for Liu Kang. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know if you guys are as pissed off as I am. But I'll let you guys give me your thoughts later. All right, I'm out, guys. Peace.